626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Lynch.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coating, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing. Helping you help others. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital is holding a healthcare hiring event Thursday, February 9th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the hospital and community room number 2. If you are interested in working for WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, this event is for you. The hospital is looking for imaging healthcare professionals, radiology, computer tomography, and general laboratory employees. The event will feature on-site interviews, facility tours, a question and answer session with staff, and refreshments and snacks will be provided. This is also a great opportunity to learn all about the benefits of working at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, including employee-dependent tuition benefits to West Virginia University. Register today. Email Mandy, the Director of Diagnostic Imaging at the hospital, at mandy.konecko@wvumedicine.org or phone 724-430-5333. That's the Helping You Help Others WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Healthcare Hiring Event Thursday, February 9th from 3 to 7 at the hospital and community room number 2. Don't miss it.
Going on now at the Chevy East.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevyeast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF Financial for well-qualified individuals. 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 6,500 cash trade equity with GM Lease Loyalty or Lease Conquest. Plus tax, penalties, and for payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-668-2231.
Back here at Montour High School, Pittsburgh Basketball Classic. Uniontown taking on Aliquippa. Tony is your starting lineups. They're being brought to you by U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Endoscopy Center in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic? Get help today. Call U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Endoscopy Center at 724-437-7677. Here's Tony.
All right, today for the Uniontown Red Raiders, who come in 15-1 overall, 6-0 in Section 3-4A play. Their head coach, Rob Kizmarski, his assistant coach, Mr. Ware Gladman. Coach Kizmarski's starters for today will be number 00, Notorious Grooms, a 5'10 sophomore guard averaging 15 points a game. Number 2, Calvin Winfrey, a 5'11 sophomore guard averaging 13 points a game. Number 4, Kadrian McLee, a 6'5 junior forward averaging 8 points a game. Number 23, Tanner Uphold, getting the start today, the 5'11 senior guard, is averaging 5 points a game. And number 34, Jameer Braxton, a 6'2 junior guard, averaging 12 points a game for the Red Raiders.
And, of course, Uphold starting. Bakari Wallace has been battling an ankle injury. He is expected to play, but might be extremely limited depending on how the game goes here this afternoon.
Yeah, he's warming up a little bit. We saw him out there pregame, but like I said, you just don't know what's going to happen. But as you said, Coach K said he might come off the bench, so we'll see. For the Aliquippa Quips, who come in at 10-5 overall, 6-0 in Section 1-2A play, their head coach, Nick Glakovich. His starters for today will be number 1, Marcus Council, a 6'2 freshman forward averaging 8 points a game. Number 3, Donovan Walker, a 6'1 senior guard averaging 16 points a game. Number 23, Cameron Lindsay, a 6'3 junior forward averaging 15 points a game. Number 5, Quentin Good, a 5'9 junior guard averaging 14 points a game. And number 32, Jace Williams, a 6'2 junior forward, averaging 9 points a game for the Quips.
And, Tony, this is the third game of the day here at the Pittsburgh Basketball Classic. In the opener, it was a tight one with Baldwin escaping with a 2-point win over Mars, 75-73. Lincoln Park downed Chartiers Valley in the last game played here, 79-65. Lincoln Park was pretty much in control of that game most of the way.
Well, they pretty much dominated, and you hate to say that, but they really did dominate. And the best part was that their second best player, I guess, on the team, Cummings, didn't even play. He was not here, so like I said, they dominated, and Malik Thomas had a great game for the Lincoln Park team, but really they were ahead from the get-go and never looked back.
Next game is Northgate against Pine Richland. Nightcap tonight, North Hills taking on Bell Vernon. Bell Vernon actually playing 4 games over a 5-day period. They defeated Southmoreland on Friday, knocked out Franklin Regional yesterday, playing North Hills here today. They'll have tomorrow off, then, of course, battle Uniontown on Tuesday. So a busy stretch of games for Joe Salvino's squad.
Busy stretch of games, and the question is Quentin Martin playing for him today? And will Quentin Martin play for him on Tuesday? It hasn't been in the lineup the past couple times, I'm sure, but we'll see what happens. If he plays, it's a little different team, but tell you what, Uniontown handled him at Bell Vernon, and they're going to have him at home on Tuesday night, so that's a big advantage for the Red Raiders.
And we'll have a stream of that game up on our Facebook page. We'll have 2 games on Tuesday, also the Albert Gallatin Laurel Highlands game airing both here on WMBS and on Facebook Live. We're back to the opening tip-off right after this. Laurel Highlands, or check that, Uniontown taking on Aliquippa tonight at Montour High School Pittsburgh Basketball Classic here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958. 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from Bruce Beard.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned and operated by the Vernon family and located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, is announcing they will have new evening hours. New hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in to Casey's Sports Cafe and check out the new menu items and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
I'm Melinda Delarose. As an assistant district attorney, I've protected Fayette County families and fought to uphold our constitutional rights. As a prosecutor and trusted local attorney, I've provided victims of crime with a strong voice and put criminals behind bars. My pledge to you as judge is to follow the law, always maintain the highest ethical standards, and to run a courtroom that's respectful of your time and tax dollars. I'm Melinda Delarose, asking for your vote for judge.
Paid for by friends of Melinda Delarose.
Just about set to go here at Montour High School Pittsburgh Basketball Classic. Uniontown, the home team, in their home whites, maroon numbers. Their bench off to our left. Aliquippa, the road team, up on the scoreboard. Their away reds, white numbers, black trim. Officials tonight, Bill Guba, Mark Schmidt, and Quinn McGuire, veteran crew for the Pittsburgh Basketball Classic here this afternoon, Tony Hanula.
And it doesn't look like we're going to have an anthem here, Brian. I thought we might, but looks like we're getting ready to play right off the bat.
It'll be Cameron Lindsay in the center circle for Aliquippa, and he will jump here against Uniontown's Kadrian McAlee. As you'll have Bill Guba step in, and we'll get this matchup underway. Third game of the day here today for Montour High School. Nice to have you along with us for a rare Sunday afternoon of high school basketball here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. As both Lindsay and McAlee awaiting the ball to go up, and Lindsay a little poke, but that's going to be an illegal tip.
No, I think they're going to start it again.
Yes.
Reset the clock. I think.
Guys kind of frozen there a little bit.
Yeah, it was interesting. The referee saying, okay, you guys ready this time?
Okay, looks like we are ready with Uniontown working left to right as we describe it. The ball in the air, and McAlee taps it back, but it's the Quips in control with Quentin Good. He'll send it off in the corner there to Donovan Walker. Back to Good on the right side. Fronted by Notorious Grooms. And Grooms some good pressure defense early on, forcing the jump ball. And the Red Raiders get it here off the possession arrow just 11 seconds in.
Yeah, great anticipation there by Grooms. Saw that Good was ready to put the ball on the floor and just stole it right off of him.
Here's Calvin Winfrey. Will bring it back across here for Uniontown. Fronted by Good. Calvin switches here with Notorious Grooms. Touch for Uphold getting the start in place of Bakari Wallace today. Uphold a little fumble trying to regain. Double team edge of the zone. Save there from Winfrey. Swung to his left. Grooms in the corner to Jameer Braxton. Braxton back up on the elbow to Uphold. Comes inside trying to throw it up over the shoulder. No good there on the shot attempt. And the rebound pulled down by Aliquippa's Cameron Lindsay.
Yeah, and it looks like Aliquippa trying to double every time the ball's picked up.
Off and across to Donovan Walker. Misses there on the drive. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Uniontown basketball.
The Uphold on that last drive actually looked like the ball was knocked out of his hands. Really didn't have any choice but to try to throw it up to the hoop. There was nobody around to help him out.
Here's Notorious Grooms working out of his own zone. Fronted there by Walker. Trying to switch back with Winfrey. A little high contact from Good. He'll take a step back three. It's in and out. Long rebound on the backside. Tracked down there by Aliquippa's Chase Williams.
Yeah, that shot was pretty deep right there. Not so sure that was something that Coach K wanted out of that offensive set.
Still scoreless. We've played just about 75 seconds. Clips trying a little dump down and not on the same page there were Good and Williams. Goes out of bounds and back over to Uniontown.
Yeah, that pass was just a little ahead of Williams, just out of his reach. Went out of bounds and a turnover for the Quips.
You can sense a little feeling out process here early on, and maybe just the nature of this game being played on a Sunday afternoon as Braxton drives and scores the opening 2 points of the game. Jameer Braxton, the 6'2 junior, came in averaging 12 points and 5 rebounds a game as the Red Raiders on top 2-0, 90 seconds in.
Yeah, both of these teams starting out in a man-to-man defense.
And there's Good between defenders, trying to bounce it off to his left. Trapped there is Lindsay trying to regain. Ball comes loose there on the backside. Might have another jump ball called here, and we will. This time it'll go to the Quips as you had Jace Williams in the face of Calvin Winfrey, who was seated on the court there trying to keep that ball alive over an early timeout. Taken by the Quips. 6:13 left here in the first, 2-0 Uniontown. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Go to 40 Uniontown and trade me in.
John Clinton with Dominic Carbone from President Award-winning 40 Uniontown. Folks, we're kicking off the new year with some inventory that's actually here on the ground. I'm talking about 25 F-150s, 12 Explorers, 6 Escapes, 11 EcoSports, and that's just to name a few. And deals, yup, we're making them. If you've been playing the waiting game, it's time to stop, click, or call and talk to one of our friendly sales staff today.
If you have a bit more time, you can still pre-select one of our inbound vehicles, or we can place a factory order just for you. Pre-owned, we got them. We have over 60 vehicles here and available. Most are certified with factory warranty. And you have a vehicle in the driveway that you just don't drive? Well, consider this. We will buy your vehicle from you even if you don't buy one from us.
That's 40 Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, 724-425-5980, 724-425-5980, or visit our website at 40uniontown.com.
Donovan Walker, a miss for Aliquippa as we come back. Red Raiders with it back on the other side. Jameer Braxton on the far wing. Switches back with Notorious Grooms. Grooms back to Braxton. 3 on the way from the corner. A bit short. Rebound on the near side. Tracked down by Kadrian McLee, keeping it alive. Back up top again to Grooms. Now McLee again. Those two play catch. Grooms back on the wing. His 3 ball got blocked there by Marquise Council. And the Quips on it going the other way, Tony.
Yeah, and it looked like Uphold was trying to set a screen. Just got run over there by Aliquippa. And a nice steal by the Quips.
Here's Quentin Good high on the left, fronted there by Calvin. Touched off to Cameron Lindsay. Lindsay back between the circles again to Donovan Walker. Walker again did not practice for Aliquippa yesterday. Actually didn't play on Friday either. He had a weekend visit down to Ohio University. Good feed down low. Missing on the turn and shoot there was Jace Williams. But they get the offensive rebound and the and one on the follow from Cameron Lindsay.
And Lindsay just able to use that athletic ability. Get over top of everybody. They're going to call this foul. They didn't post it yet. Not exactly sure who it's going to be on.
Well, the free throw from Lindsay is short off the front of the rim. And the Red Raiders with the rebound. We're tied at 2 here at the 5-minute mark of the opening quarter. Uphold pulling it back to Calvin Winfrey there, high on the left, fronted there by Quentin Good, and Calvin taking along 2 up top, short out the front of the rim. Battle underneath, and Donovan Walker had it, lost it. It'll stay Uniontown basketball here in the Quip zone.
Yeah, Walker just trying to get a little ahead of himself, trying to fast break right there. Just couldn't control the ball and knocked it out of bounds.
Calvin sends it back into Notorious Grooms. Resets here high on the left. Watch there by Donovan Walker. Bounces off to his right to Jameer Braxton. Braxton looking for operating room with McLeese setting the screen. He'll take a little push long, two from the far side. No good. Foul called here off the rebound.
Nice offensive rebound there by Tanner Uphold. That foul's going to be on Quentin Good. He's going to pick up his first. And I'm going to say that Uphold was in the process of shooting as he tried to put that ball back on the rebound.
Tanner, 14 of 21 so far this season, 67% from the foul line. Tanner averaging 4.6 points a game, first of two here, up on the way and no good. Uniontown as a team, 63%, 150 of 240 so far this season.
I'll tell you what, I'm not so sure that Aliquippa is a pretty good free throw shooting team either. I mean, we saw them whenever we were down at Beaver Falls here, Brian, and they were 13 for 27 in that one game.
And they've actually played West Philadelphia the day before Laurel Highlands played them. Second free throw was good from Uphold, and now Good trying to work his way out of his own zone off to Walker on the wing. Three on the way good for Donovan Walker, the 6'1 senior guard. Came in averaging 16 points a game and connects there from the outside to give Aliquippa a 5-3 lead over Uniontown here at the 4:15 mark of the first.
Yeah, Uniontown gave a lot of space there to Walker. He was able to set his feet, knock down that three easily.
Grooms a little fade away from the foul line, no good. Another Aliquippa rebound. As they break back across to Walker. Coming free on the near baseline, got blocked by McLee. And McLee picks up the loose ball out to Jameer Braxton. Braxton across on the far side to Calvin Winfrey, coming far wing and in, floating it up a miss, but McLee cleaning it up. Kadrian McLee, his first two for the Red Raiders. We're knotted up at 5 here at the 3:46 mark of the first.
Yeah, nice sequence on both ends by McLee, able to switch off after Uphold got knocked out of that play on the pick.
Allow the Red Raiders to get in their 2-2-1, but broken back across. Good feed. Walker down to Lindsay and drew the basket in one. Cameron Lindsay has 4, can make it 5 at the foul line. Clips go up 2 at 7-5 here at the 3:34 mark of the first.
I think they called that on Braxton.
His first, team second.
So that's going to send Lindsay back to the line. Lindsay missed his first attempt. Lindsay ranked as the 17th best outside linebacker by Rivals.
Not a bad basketball player either, connecting on that free throw. So it's 8-5 Aliquippa. 3:34 left here in the first. Third time that Uniontown's played here in the Pittsburgh Basketball Classic. They knocked off Ambridge in 2020, fell against the host school Montour last year. Always a very well-run tournament here at Montour High School. Braxton, far wing of the Ambridge zone, comes inside and floats it up and in. Jameer Braxton with 4. Red Raiders back to within 1 of Aliquippa at 8-7 here at the 3:15 mark of the first.
Yeah, nice ball fake there by Braxton to get Jace Williams to commit. He was able to go right by him for that easy floater.
Clips back on the other side. Walker, good move off to Lindsay. Couldn't finish. Ball comes loose near side, out of bounds. They're going to rule this was tipped by Uniontown. Wow.
Checking in for the Red Raiders going to be Levi Garner.
I understand, Tony, he's getting some looks from Teal.
I can imagine he's going to get some looks. I tell you what, he's played well this year for the Red Raiders. Coming in averaging 5 points, 5 rebounds a game.
No discussion down there, but will be Aliquippa basketballs. Donovan Walker will trigger it in right at the basket in the Uniontown zone. Clips up 1 at 8-7. 3 minutes left here in the opening quarters. Quentin Good gets it here high on the left. Screen set. Good works off to his right. Comes inside. Put it off the glass. Shot attempt no good. And they're going to rule that Good was out of bounds. Did not reestablish inbounds when he touched that basketball. So Uniontown will get it back. Down 1 at 8-7.
Now Good going to put some full court pressure on Winfrey here. Try to make him work a little bit.
Winfrey to bring it out of his own zone. Sends it across, off on the far side to Notorious Grooms. Grooms, 3 from the far wing, good. So Grooms getting his first points of the afternoon from outside the arc. We talked about his stat line, 15 points a game, 3 steals a game, 5.5 assists, 3.5 rebounds. Getting it going again. Red Raiders up 2 at 10-8. Walker back on the other side. Jumper near elbow, no good. Offensive rebound brought down there, Jace Williams. Another miss on the putback. Ball still loose and controlled there after a little deflection by Grooms. Off and across to Braxton. Now Grooms again. Grooms up top. Off to his left to Braxton. Looking for a 3. It's on the way but short. Cameron Lindsay pulling down that board for Aliquippa.
Yeah, not a very good shot there by Braxton. Really didn't even hit rim.
Here's Quentin Good, watched there by Braxton. Good from the far elbow jumper on the way. Too strong at the back iron. Rebound tipped around and controlled there by Cameron Lindsay. Lindsay near baseline, needing help. Gets it there from Good here high on the left in front of the Uniontown bench. Good directs traffic, fronted there by Braxton. 1:45 left here in the first. Aliquippa the basketball down 2 at 10-8. Good bounces off to his right to Tyquay Hayes, who is in the game tonight for Aliquippa. Floater there from Williams, no good. Goes out of bounds. Will be Uniontown basketball.
Yeah, Coach Lakovich was complaining. Looked like Calvin Winfrey gave a little push to Williams before he tried to go for that turnaround jumper, and really didn't affect Williams much. I mean, a big size advantage for Williams against Winfrey, but no call made. Fortunate for the Red Raiders.
They said that Hayes had a knee injury, Tony. Don't even see a brace on that knee, so obviously he got the go-ahead and is 100% for the Quips here tonight as Winfrey pulls it back there off to Grooms, and Bakari Wallace, who is also dinged up in the lineup for Uniontown. It doesn't take long to make his presence known with a quick 2. Bakari Wallace has the Red Raiders up 4-12-8 here at the 1:15 mark of the first.
Tell you what, didn't look like he had a bad ankle there.
No, it did not. Back on the other side, a little turn and shoot out in front. No good there from Jace Williams. Another Uniontown rebound. That time brought down by Jeremiah Hager. Off and across to Winfrey. Thought about the 3. Sends it out to Bakari Wallace. He'll draw the contact. Shot attempt no good, but 2 free throws upcoming here for Bakari.
I think they're going to call that on Hayes, who checked in earlier, as you said, Brian. Questionable with the knee, but really looks like he's moving around pretty good. But that's going to send Wallace to the line. Bakari on the year, 73% free throw shooter.
Makes the first of 2 here as 3 off the Uniontown bench here today. Red Raiders up 5 at 13-8. As we go under a minute left here in the opening quarter. Brian Mroziak alongside Tony Hanula. Billy Dice behind the camera in our Facebook Live video feed. Nick Barcheck back inside our WPIAL Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Second of 2 free throws. No good there from Bakari. Deflected out of bounds. They'll rule that off of Levi Gardner and out.
Ooh, I don't know about that. There were 2 Aliquippa defenders there trying to go for that rebound.
I agreed with it, Tony, but that's what the officials' call was. Red Raiders, though, back in their 2-2-1. Touch there from Hayes and across. Bounces it off to Cameron Lindsay. Lindsay holds far wing. Another touch from Hayes. Floated near side. Quentin Good. He'll fire the 3 off the mark. Too strong off the back iron. And Tyquay Hayes. Another offensive rebound. Touch from Lindsay. Sent down out in front with the finish there. DeMar Freeman. His first 2 off the bench. 6'3" senior forward. Flips back to within 3, but the Red Raiders knocked down another. They're going to rule this a long 2 from Wallace. And it's 15-10, and then Bakari making a little contact there with Donovan Walker will pick up the foul.
Yeah, Wallace with a near steal that looked pretty clean there too. That's going to be his first, team 3rd here in this first quarter. 21.6 seconds to go. Got to think that Aliquippa going to hold for the last shot.
We'll send it in the backcourt here to Donovan Walker. He'll bring it across on the far wing. Touch there by Quentin Good. Baseline to Cameron Lindsay. Fronted by Jeremiah Hager. Up top again to Good. Good looking to penetrate. Got swatted there by Levi Garner. Deflected in the hands of Notorious Grooms. 6 seconds left. Down the court to Calvin Winfrey. And Winfrey driving and got blocked and fouled by Marquise Goodwin.
It's going to be on Council. They called
Council. I'm sorry, Council.
Yeah, called on Council. That's going to be his first. That's going to send Calvin to the line. Shooting foul, so he'll get 2.
First of 2, good there for Calvin Winfrey. His first point of the game. 5'11" sophomore guard came in averaging 12.7 a game for Rob Kesmarski's squad. Calvin's second of 2 free throws on the way and good again for Calvin Winfrey. 17-10 Red Raiders. Shot from midcourt off the mark there from Donovan Walker. So after 1 quarter of basketball, it's 17-10 Red Raiders over the Aliquippa Quips. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, Uniontown. Mayor Bill Gerke here. There's nothing quite like the feeling of home, that sense of belonging, fall Friday night lights, winter evenings in the gym, and spring afternoons at Bailey Park, always rooting on our Red Raiders. My hope is that our community's next generation can have similar memories, and therefore, we must plan for the future. During my first term, the city has rehabilitated Bailey Park, begun our city's first comprehensive plan in over 20 years. Started work on the city's section of the Sheepskin Trail, worked on eliminating blight and rebuilding our neighborhoods, updated equipment in the parking garages, and we're bringing a more reliable, faster, and less expensive internet service to city residents. We have done a lot, but there's still more to do. So I, Bill Gerke, am running for re-election. We're Uniontown proud, and together we can continue to improve Uniontown for the next generation.
Paid for by Mayor Bill Gerke.
Back here at Montour High School, Pittsburgh Basketball Classic. Brian Mroziak alongside Tony Hanula, Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barcheck back inside our WPIAL Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Red Raiders with the basketball up 17-10. Start of the second quarter. Bakari Wallace off the Uniontown bench leading the way with 5. Cameron Lindsay with 5 on the Quip side as Winfrey comes inside. Got deflected down by Good, but the Red Raiders keep possession. Here's Uphold, edge of the zone, and Uphold is in a little bit of trouble. Got out of it over to Braxton. We're going to get an illegal screen call here, I think, on Uphold on the backside.
Yeah, Uphold just got a little carried away, kind of put his hands up, too. So he's going to get called for the foul. Now, Uniontown showing full court pressure.
It's Quentin Good. We'll send it down the court to Walker. Nice bounce pass here on the near side. Was looking for Freeman and had it stripped away. Here's Uphold coming back. And his bounce pass intended for Winfrey got picked off by Good. Back on the other side of Walker, got fouled down low. And Donovan Walker will likely head to the foul line here to shoot 2.
That's a big foul right there. That's going to be on Jameer Braxton. He's going to pick up his second. So now it's 7:27 to go. Let's see what Coach K does. Is he going to ride Braxton here? Hope he doesn't pick up his 3rd foul.
Stays in for now. We'll see if a substitution's made at the next whistle. Here's Quentin Good up top for Aliquippa. Red Raiders do have a 7-point cushion. Off to Donovan Walker. Walker here on the near wing will take a step back 3 that came up a little short. And rebound underneath, controlled there by Uphold for Uniontown.
And the ball just barely got rim.
Off to Braxton across, fronted there by Lindsey. Braxton taking the 3 from the near wing off the front of the rim, no good. McLee pulling down the offensive rebound, and resetting it back to Notorious Grooms. Watch there by Quentin Good. Braxton trying to set the screen. Grooms on the inside, and we called for the travel.
Thought he kind of spun a little bit there. Thought he kept his pivot foot, but he got called for the travel, and now Uniontown going to pick up half court this trip.
You'll have Winfrey and Grooms showing the backcourt pressure here on the inbounds pass from Freeman off to Quentin Good. Touch back down there by Marquise Council, and on the feed on the far block, put up and in by Cameron Lindsay. So Lindsay leading the way for Aliquippa with 7. Quip's back to within 5 of Uniontown at 17-12. 6:35 left before halftime.
Yeah, and you could see Aliquippa no trouble at all breaking that press by Uniontown. Got an easy layup, and the ball never hit the floor.
Grooms off to Braxton, coming far baseline, trying to pull it back in front. Pass intended for McLee, got picked off by Quentin Good. And Good back into the Uniontown zone. Resets here high on the left. Watch there by Notorious Grooms. Good off to his right, and a foul get called here on Tory Grooms.
Yeah, Grooms just a little too much hands there on that defense. Got called for his push, so he's going to get called for his first. Team 6th.
Donovan Walker will send it in the backcourt to Quentin Good. Watch there by Notorious Grooms. Good getting a little screen there from Lindsay, taking the jumper from the far elbow, connects. Quentin Good, his first 2 of the game, and that move a little ankle breaker there from Quentin Good has the Quips back to within 3 of Uniontown at 17-14.
Yeah, shook Braxton pretty good. The crowd oohed and awed a little bit.
Braxton up top trying to penetrate. And a lean inside and get that 2 to go. Close to a walk, but I think he kind of lost possession there, Tony, before regaining. So we'll take the 2 on the Red Raiders side. They go up 5 at 19-14. 5:35 left before halftime. Back in the corner, open look. Donovan Walker's an air ball. Braxton the rebound. Outlet to Winfrey and across. Calvin Winfrey driving back and getting fouled. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming for the Red Raiders.
And this could be a big call, too, because I think it's on Quentin Good, so he's going to pick up his second. Looked like a pretty good block, though, too, but Winfrey's going to go back to the line. Winfrey with 2 today.
2 for 2. And misses on the first of 2 free throws here.
Well, I was trying to say he had 2 points. I didn't want to eye-jazz him like, we do every once in a while. So,
here's our colleague Steve Super
yes.
watching the game this afternoon with a couple of his buddies. I think Steve Nesser over there. Mr. John there as well. Calvin connects on the second free throw after missing the first. So he has 3. Red Raiders up 6 at 20-14. 5:20 left before halftime. Quentin Good, a little bounce there off to Council, sent down low, and Cameron Lindsay getting fouled out in front.
Well, that was just a smart move. You had Cameron Lindsay against Tavian Richardson, who checked in for the Red Raiders and really had the size advantage, had him posted up down low and a good entry pass, and Richardson's going to draw his first foul.
Lindsay now to shoot 2 for Aliquippa. First of 2 up on the way and good for Cameron Lindsay. So 8 here in the first half for Cameron Lindsay. He's 2 of 3 from the foul line.
As we said, might be the 17th best outside linebacker, but pretty nice basketball player as well, Brian.
Missed the second free throw. Rebound tipped around, deflected out of bounds. It'll be ruled Aliquippa's basketball.
And not so sure who tipped that out. Might have been Richardson that they're calling it off of. But regardless to say, it doesn't matter. The Quips with the ball out underneath their own hoop.
Donovan Walker, the trigger man, left of the basket in the Uniontown zone. Walker looking for a little motion, gets it out in front, and a quick bounce in at Jace Williams, who's there for the finish. First 2 of the game for Jace Williams. Quips back to within 3, down 20-17. 5:04 left before halftime.
Tell you what, Aliquippa has set some really nice screens here so far in this first half. Able to get a lot of easy layups on some nice passes.
Winfrey, deep 3 from the far side, in and out. Near side rebound pulled down by Jace Williams for Aliquippa, fighting off a couple of Red Raider defenders. Hands off to Quentin Good, who brings it back across. Good here, edge of the zone, directing traffic for Aliquippa. Watched there by Grooms. Williams sets the screen. Good works off to his left. He'll fire the 3 and hit it. Quentin Good, 5 second quarter points for Aliquippa. And we're knotted up at 20 here at the 4:30 mark of the second.
And a nice little surge here in the second quarter by the Quips to get back into this game.
And a fun one so far. Bakari Wallace driving back, and he gets fouled. Shot attempt no good. 2 free throws upcoming for Bakari.
And let's see who this one's on. I think it's going to be on Council. Oh, no, I take that back. They're going to call it on Lindsay, I think.
Well, they're ruling the wrong team. It's going to be called there on Cameron Lindsay. PA announcers swap teams a couple of times so far as Wallace misses the first of 2 free throws. Like on Friday when we brought you the Laurel Highlands Elizabeth Forward game, they're not posting fouls up here on the scoreboard.
They're making us work.
Yes.
On a Sunday afternoon.
Yes. More ways than one. Second of 2 free throws, no good for Bakari Wallace. So Bakari just 1 of 4 from the foul line so far today. This game remaining tied at 20 with 4:13 left before halftime. Good back on the other side. Long 2 near wing, too strong. Notorious Grooms, the rebound there for Uniontown, racing back. Grooms, quick 3, far wing. A little bit short. Kadrian McLee, offensive rebound, flip off to Braxton. Got blocked there by Freeman, and the Quips have numbers coming back. Outlet pass down the court, and a quick make for Donovan Walker. Walker with 5, and now Aliquippa, 2-point lead over Uniontown at 22-20.
Yeah, a nice pass on that fast break from Good to Walker for the easy layup.
Braxton coming far baseline, leaning, missing. He hit the deck. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. And somehow Jace Williams ripped the ball away for Aliquippa. Up and across to Good, pulled back to Walker, and a frustration foul there by Calvin Winfrey, getting into the face of Donovan Walker.
Well, we saw a little bit of skirmish in that first game with Lincoln Park and Chartiers Valley, and really
actually the second of 3 today, or second of 3 so far today.
Yep. So that foul is going to be on Winfrey. It's going to send Donovan Walker to the line. Walker with 5 points today so far.
Right at the 8th team foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1 here for Donovan Walker. Be his first free throw attempt of the game, coming here with 3:32 left before halftime, and it's up on the way and no good. Jameer Braxton, the rebound there for Uniontown. Red Raiders down 2. Touch from Richardson off to Grooms. Grooms coming far side. He's going to get fouled.
Yeah, nice job there by Notorious Grooms to grab that pass. Was nearly stolen. I think they're going to call this on Lindsay again.
Or Lindsay, 32 or 23.
Yep. It's got to be on 32. So it's going to be on Jace Williams. It's going to be his first.
Off the inbounds pass, Braxton over to Grooms. Now Braxton again, far corner. Touch over to Wallace. Wallace far block is going to be called for the travel.
Yeah. Tell you what I think on that possession there. I think Braxton, I mean, they kind of cleared it out for him. He had Williams, and obviously a little bit quicker than Williams. Thought he should have taken him either to the hoop or driven baseline to try to score on him and maybe even pick up his second foul.
There's Quentin Good out of his own zone, sending it off to his left there to DeMar Freeman. Little switch back on the near side to Good again, and Good, a little floater out in front, no good. Jameer Braxton, another rebound for the Red Raiders, been all over the glass so far this afternoon. Braxton back across. Braxton going coast to coast, putting it off the glass. Couldn't finish. Tipping, I think that was Bakari Wallace that got it.
Yep. I'm giving it to Bakari Wallace.
He has 7. We're knotted up at 22. 2:45 left before halftime. Coming free on the other side. Quick to Tamar Freeman. His second field goal off the bench. He has 4. Quips go back up 2 at 24-22. 2:35 left before halftime.
Yeah, and a nice dump down pass there by Donovan Walker to find a wide open Freeman for that easy layup.
Another foul called here on the outside. I think Freeman might have made the contact that time, and it'll be a
It is going to be called
1 and 1. I believe it's the 7th team foul it is here on the Quips.
Right. It's going to send Grooms to the line. Grooms made 3 in that first quarter. Kind of quiet here so far today.
Came in 73% for the season from the foul line. Front end of the 1 and 1 here is no good. But Kadrian McLean got the offensive rebound. He got fouled again going back up.
Let's see who they're going to call this on. I think it's going to be on. What did they call this on?
I did not see the signal down there.
I didn't either. 20-32, so that's going to be on Williams.
First of 2 free throws good there for Kadrian McLean.
Yeah, they
Red Raiders back to within 1 at 24-23.
Yeah, called it in the act of shooting as well. So that's going to be the second foul on Williams.
Now McLean for a second of 2. Up on the way in good for Kadrian McLean. So McLean with 4. We're knotted up at 24. 2:26 left before halftime. Quentin Good again out of his own zone. Off on a cross on the far side of Donovan Walker. Walker coming far baseline. Good old bounce pass out in front to Jace Williams, whose shot attempt is no good, but Williams fouled again. And he'll shoot 2.
On Wallace. So
his
now
second.
Bakari picks up his second foul. He and Braxton both with 2 for Uniontown.
Now 17 total fouls already in this game. First of 2 free throws, no good from Jace Williams.
And on the Aliquippa side, you got Quentin Good with 2 and Jace Williams with 2.
Second of 2 free throws, again no good there from Williams. Neither team really putting on a clinic shooting free throws so far. Braxton back across. Fronted there by Tyquay Hayes. Braxton, are they going to call a travel? Yes, they will. Continuation not granted that time for Jameer Braxton. Levi Garner will check in replacing Jameer.
Well, you don't want to see Jameer pick up his 3rd foul here with 2:05 to go.
I agree.
So bring Garner in. Garner's done a good job so far, hasn't scored. Done well on the boards and defensively for the Red Raiders.
Donovan Walker for Aliquippa, 3, top of the key, good. Donovan Walker, his second made 3 of the game. He has 8. Quips go up 3 at 27-24. 1:45 left before halftime. Winfrey out to Notorious Grooms, back to Calvin. Red Raiders looking to answer back. Calvin coming near baseline, leaning, missing. Offensive rebound. Kadrian McLean threw it up over the shoulder, up and in. McLean 4 here in the second, 6 for the game. Red Raiders back to within 1, down 27-26. 1:23 left before halftime.
Yeah, and you got to like his game. I mean, just hustles all the time. Right place at the right time. Good job by McLean. 6 points here so far today.
Good off to Tyquay Hayes. Watched there by Grooms. Up top again to Walker, getting hot, comes inside. Missed there on the drive. Hayes, the offensive rebound, pulls it back out here for Aliquippa. Resets with Quentin Good. Under a minute now left in the second quarter and an injury timeout. Cameron Lindsay down for Aliquippa. The Lindsay down will take a quick 30-second UPMC Centers Free App Services injury timeout here on WMBS.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now in his 17th year of service, he previously served us as a district judge for 24 years after 8 years of teaching our kids. Like in basketball, Rick Vernon knows that it takes a team to produce winning results. Let's keep our great team of supervisors together. Rick Vernon says, go team.
As we come back, a little drive there from Quentin Good and another foul call, Tony.
They got Calvin Winfrey on the reach. So that's going to send Quentin Good to the line.
His second, team 10th. So double bonus the rest of the first half here for Aliquippa. Good 5 points so far. This will be his first free throw attempt of the game. It's up on the way and short for Quentin Good. These free throw totals will be interesting at halftime, Tony.
I see a lot of open circles on this scorecard right now.
What could have been for both of these teams at the foul line. Finally, Good able to make the second. So he has 6 second quarter points. Aliquippa goes up 2 at 28-26. Levi Garner will work it in here for Uniontown.
Now full court pressure being shown.
Garner bounces it into Calvin here on the near side. 45 seconds left before halftime. Hayes fronting him as Calvin brings it across. Uniontown down 2 with the basketball, working left to right as we describe it. Here's Grooms for 3 in the lead, off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with Uniontown here in the Aliquippa zone. Ruled off of Marquise Council and out.
Yeah, and a good look there by Grooms. Don't blame him for taking that shot. Had a lot of space on defense, and there's a steal.
Almost a steal. Nice save there from Winfrey, and hard contact between Hayes and McLee.
They're going to call this on Hayes on the push. So that's going to be Hayes' second. He was just trying to fight through that screen by Kadrian McLee.
These guys playing like it's a football game at times out there tonight.
I'll tell you what, he's not very tall, but he is thick.
Yes, he is.
So
he was at a function being named one of the top 6 WPIAL football players in the region on Thursday in missed practice for Aliquippa. These Quips football guys getting all kinds of attention as McLee knocks down the first of 2 free throws.
You get that kind of attention when you got a team like they had.
McLee hits them both. He's 4-4 from the foul line. Has 8. This game tied at 28. 22 seconds left before halftime. There's Donovan Walker bringing it across. Getting a little contact there between Walker and Williams. Or check that, Wallace and Williams. Now high on the right, Walker. Still with it here for Aliquippa. Fronted there by Garner. Down to 3 seconds left. They'll hand off near baseline and laying it up and in Jace Williams. And that make from Williams will give Aliquippa the halftime lead at 30-28. We're back to recap the first half numbers for you in a moment. Aliquippa 30, Uniontown 28. And we're back with our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm in just a moment.
Planning a sports fundraiser? B Graphix makes it easy. B Graphix will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphix handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphix.com. B-E-E, graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphix.com.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer tooth whitening, clear braces, and same-day crowns. Call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case.
If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, this is your Fayette County Commissioner, Vince Vicides. There is nothing more exciting than high school sports. As a graduate of Laura Highlands and a letterman myself, I know all the athletes work extra hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Again, this is Commissioner Vince Vicides saluting all of the young contestants for their efforts. Good luck and may the best team prevail. And the winner is...
Going on now, it's Upper Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox. Only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles yearly with 6,500 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
30-28, Aliquippa leading Uniontown here at halftime. Our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Tony is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Tom?
All right, for the Uniontown Red Raiders in that first half, they were led by Kadri McLee, who had 8 points. He had 6 of those in the second quarter, 4 for 4 from the foul line. Bakari Wallace off the bench with 7. Jameer Braxton had 6. 3-pointer by Notorious Grooms. Calvin Winfrey with 3 points in that first half, and Tanner Upwell with a made free throw. 17 in the first, 11 in the second for the Red Raiders for their total of 28. They had one made three. That was by Notorious Grooms in the first quarter, and Uniontown was 9 for 15 from the foul line in that first half. For the Aliquippa Quips, they were led by 2 players. Cameron Lindsay had 8 points. Donovan Walker also had 8. Donovan Walker had 2 made threes. Quentin Good followed with 6. DeMar Freeman off the bench with 4, and Jace Williams with 4. 10 in the first. They scored 20 points in that second quarter for their total of 30. They had 3 made threes, 2 by Donovan Walker and 1 by Quentin Good. But the big thing for them was they were only 3 for 9 from the foul line in that first half, so really gave away a lot of points in that first half from the line, but we'll see what happens in the second half.
Aliquippa 30, Uniontown 28 here at halftime. Second half comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Helping you help others. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital is holding a healthcare hiring event Thursday, February 9th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the hospital and community room number 2. If you are interested in working for WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, this event is for you. The hospital is looking for imaging healthcare professionals, radiology, computer tomography, and general laboratory employees. The event will feature on-site interviews, facility tours, a question and answer session with staff, and refreshments and snacks will be provided. This is also a great opportunity to learn all about the benefits of working at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, including employee-dependent tuition benefits to West Virginia University. Register today. Email Mandy, the Director of Diagnostic Imaging at the hospital, at mandy.konecko@wvumedicine.org or phone 724-430-5333. That's the Helping You Help Others WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Healthcare Hiring Event Thursday, February 9th from 3 to 7 at the hospital and community room number 2. Don't miss it. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. The esophagus is the swallowing tube in your chest. Problems with the esophagus are common and lead to acid reflux, chest pain, and food sticking in the lower neck or chest. Doctors Ruthard Calabrese Hoppy and I specialize in diagnosing esophageal disorders and recommending effective and safe treatment. For information, call our office at 724-437-7677 or visit us at usdigestivehealth.com.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Start of the third quarter. Aliquippa will have the basketball working left to right as we described it. Brian Mroziak along with Tony Hanula. Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barcheck back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Quips up 2 at 30-28. Donovan Walker with it high on the left. Kind of feels like an NBA game with the music still playing as this third quarter gets underway. Down near side, Marquise Council draining the floater. His first 2 for Aliquippa. The Quips go up 4, 32-28.
Council must have liked the music.
Yes.
As he scored his first basket of the game.
Here's Jameer Braxton on the near side for Uniontown. Pulling it off to Uphold, who got the start today in place of the Red Raiders' Bakari Wallace. But Wallace has played off the bench and, in fact, has scored 7 points for Uniontown so far in this game.
Also good to see Cam Lindsey back for Aliquippa. He got hurt in that first half.
McLee, a little fumble down low, but a regain. Pull it back to Notorious Grooms. Comes far winging in. Scoops it up. No good with a follow slam from Catering and McLee.
Beautiful follow there by McLee. Able to clean up that miss by Grooms. Send these fans into a frenzy.
Red Raiders back to within 2, down 32-30. Lindsey in the corner. Touch there from Council. Now high on the left. Donovan Walker up top. Quentin Good with Uphold coming out. Good holds. Far side again to Walker. Playing catch with Good outside the arc. Good gets it again. Ball was kicked there by Calvin Winfrey. Will stay with Aliquippa here in the Uniontown zone.
Yeah, Uniontown in like a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 zone. Haven't been able to figure it out yet. Looks like Uphold's a little bit high, so maybe a 1-2-2, but Aliquippa a little confused right now.
Good with it again, off to his right again to Marquise Council, and now Good. Those two just playing catch, trying to feel out this Red Raiders defensive look. They'll send it off to Walker, far corner. 3 ball off the mark. Got an offensive rebound from Williams, who floats it back up and in. Chase Williams now with 6 for Aliquippa. Quips back up 4, 34-30, 6:19 left here in the third.
Yeah, he just used his size to pull down that offensive rebound and take it back up strong.
Grooms off to Braxton, hits the three. Boy, did Uniontown need that. Jameer Braxton now with 9, his first made 3 of the afternoon. Red Raiders back to within 1, down 34-33.
Only the second made 3 by Uniontown here today.
Lindsey down low, bounces it back around and outside, and on the near wing now to Quentin Good. Far side touch Council, and now Good again. Those two playing catch outside the arc. Council, touch from Williams. Far side to Walker. Out again to Council. Jumper left of the lane, Good from Marquise Council. It's a couple of field goals for Council here in the third. Quips go back up 3 at 36-33 with 5:33 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Council a quiet first half, but coming alive here in the second.
Braxton on the near side, looking for room here near baseline. Little fumble regains. Sends it into McLee, who gets the basket to go and 1. To Kadrian McLee, had the slam to start the third, gets the basket and 1 there. Has 12 so far, can make it 13 at the foul line. And a make here at the free throw line for Kadrian will tie this game at 36.
It wasn't, again, I didn't see who they called that foul on. I know they said it was his second. I don't know if it was on Council or Lindsey.
Giving Uphold a little extra time here to tie his shoe.
We're going to say it's on Council.
Again, they are not posting them up on the scoreboard. We don't have a great angle to even catch some of the fouls from the officials as McLee misses the free throw attempt there for Uniontown, and Quentin Good out of the pack with it there for Aliquippa.
Yeah, first miss of the day for McLee at the foul line. He's 4 for 5 now.
Good played catch there with Walker. Another touch from Council. Now Walker again near corner. Try to come into Lindsey. And a little push there between Lindsey and McLee. Just rolled out of bounds off of Uniontown. Will stay Aliquippa basketball.
Yeah, fans kind of got upset a little bit. Thought it was a foul on McLee, but he just stepped on the end line as he tried to make that steal.
Put it back, edge of the zone again to Quentin Good. Good up top, off to his left again to Marquise Council. Good back on it, try to bounce it in the corner. Ball was kicked there by Calvin. Again, we'll stay with Aliquippa here in the Uniontown zone. Quips the basketball up 1 at 36-35.
Been a great game and pretty much everything we expected here, Brian.
It's been back and forth. I think the largest Uniontown lead was 7 at one point back in the first half, but Aliquippa leading now by 1 with the basketball. Far side there, Walker pulls it back up top. Good will fire the 3. It's off the mark. Jameer Braxton, another rebound there for Uniontown.
Yeah,
off and across on the far side of Grooms. He'll take the 3. It's on the way at the front of the rim. No good. Uphold came crashing in for the rebound, but Good with the control there for Aliquippa.
Yeah,
Good back across.
Uniontown can't find it from the 3.
Off to Walker and a foul called down low.
Let's see. That's going to be on Braxton. That's going to be his 3rd.
Red Raiders will have to watch that, and they'll bring Levi Garner off their bench.
Yeah, Braxton hit a 3 here earlier in this third quarter, but now he's going to have to take a seat for a while.
He played for a while after picking up 2 fouls early on in the second quarter.
Yeah, 4:22 to go here in the third.
Clip still 1-point lead with the basketball. Council off to Good on the far wing. Touch back again, Donovan Walker inside Cameron Lindsey trying to regain. They'll call the travel. Shot will not count. Travel call there on Lindsey, so Uniontown get the basketball back down 1.
Really thought it could have went either way. I thought he either traveled or stepped on the end line. Looked pretty close to that end line, but either way, it's Uniontown basketball.
Here's Winfrey touching it off to Notorious Grooms. Resetting up top to Calvin Winfrey. Grooms setting the screen. Winfrey taking the 3 and hitting it. Calvin Winfrey from up top. First made 3 of the game, and in fact, his first field goal of the game. Made 3 free throws earlier. He has 6, and Uniontown a 2-point lead at 38-36.
And a nice awareness to use that screen by Grooms. Wide open 3 for Winfrey.
Council off to Good. Far side now, Donovan Walker driving, got blocked away. Touch from McLee and off and across there to Winfrey. Back again to Notorious up top.
Aliquippa staying in this man-to-man.
Winfrey looking for another 3. It's on the way. This one short. Uphold though the offensive rebound. Will turn and shoot out in front. Missing there is Uphold. Williams pulled down the rebound and he got fouled.
I think that was a frustration foul more than anything. That's going to be on Calvin Winfrey, and that's going to be his 3rd as well. So now
seen a couple of uncharacteristic frustration fouls, Tony, out of Calvin.
Yeah, that one right there. I mean, he missed the 3, then just hustled after it, but got called for the foul. So now Bakari Wallace also going to check back in for Uniontown. Tanner Uphold going to take a seat.
Red Raiders lead by 2 at 38-36, but Aliquippa with the basketball. Good off to Williams. Good again. Sending in the corner there, Council. Off to Lindsay. Between the circles again, Good. Swung far side, Walker, and now Good again. Those two playing catch. Donovan Walker back on it. Got swatted away by McLee. Deflected into the hands of Grooms. Grooms racing back, and a little poke there from Good. Going to be ruled here off of Good and out. Well, Good actually thought he sent it off of Grooms.
Yeah, see, I would agree with the call. It was a good call. Thought Grooms pulled his hand back as soon as it was knocked out of his possession.
Gets sent in to Levi Garner. Switches back here with Notorious. Tiptoes the near boundary. Pulls it off to Calvin Winfrey here, high on the right. Calvin directs traffic. Touch from Bakari Wallace. Bakari with those turquoise shoes comes inside and scoops it up and in. Bakari Wallace 9 off the Red Raiders bench today. And Uniontown a 4-point third quarter lead at 40-36 with 2:18 left here in the third.
Tell you what, this move into the zone defense has made a difference here in this third quarter. Aliquippa just trying to solve it right now.
Good, almost coughed it up. Ball loose on the court. We're going to jump ball called.
Possession arrow should stay with Aliquippa.
It does. Now Tyquay Hayes off the Quips bench, replacing Marquise Council.
Council with a good third quarter. Now they're going to give it to Uniontown. I guess that would be correct. Aliquippa took it out to begin the half.
And going back, I don't think we had any other jump ball calls here in the third.
Nope. Now full court pressure being shown by Aliquippa.
McLee sends it into Calvin, who will flip it off to Notorious Grooms. Red Raiders the basketball in a 4-point third quarter lead at 40-36. Grooms switch back here with Calvin. Calvin pulling it off Bakari Wallace, coming far wing and in. Bakari driving, missing. Ball still loose. Bakari trying to keep it alive. They're going to roll him out of bounds on the boundary off to our left. I thought he got fouled, so.
Yeah, I thought he got pushed out of bounds, but they're going to call it on the end line. So now Bakari Wallace limping a little bit. Hopefully he didn't tweak that ankle again. As you mentioned, he didn't get the start because of it. Now you're going to have Jeremiah Hager check in and give Levi Garner a little breather.
Hager, though, is giving the Red Raiders good minutes all throughout the course of the season.
The Red Raiders are deep.
Yeah, they are.
And that's that's one thing. We mentioned that in the Uniontown LH game. I mean, you got basically 9 players who can play. You got 50 fouls to give. That's a big deal.
Up top, Quentin Good again, off to Donovan Walker. Thought about the 3, comes inside. Lindsay comes free and got fouled there by Jeremiah Hager.
You know what? Not a bad foul, though. Instead of giving up the easy layup, Hager's going to pick up his first foul, and it's going to send Lindsay back to the line. Lindsay only 2 for 4 from the line here today, and as we mentioned, Aliquippa 3 for 9 in that first half.
Lindsay scored 8 points all in the first half. First of 2 here on the way in good for Cameron Lindsay.
Yeah, now that we pointed out their foul shooting problems, they'll probably make every one from now on.
Lindsay now for a second of 2 with the Quips down 7. And 1:33 left in the third. Second free throw good, so it's a 2-point game here late in the third. Grooms sending it into Jeremiah Hager. Now Notorious again. We'll bring it across here on the near side. Uniontown still their full complement of 5 timeouts. Aliquippa's only taken 1. Grooms near side touch with Richardson. Now back to Grooms. Grooms working off to his right. A little pressure there from Walker trying to keep it alive. Back to Jeremiah Hager. Pulls back on the far wing, Bakari Wallace. Wallace penetrating, trying to spin inside. Kind of had that ball stuck right on his hip and gets called for the travel.
Yeah, that's a good call, too. A nice defense there by Tyquay Hayes. Just use that big body right there to stop Wallace going down the lane.
You're right, Tyquay Hayes, Tony, built out there for the Quips.
He's thick.
Only a sophomore.
You can see. I mean, he's got almost 2,000 yards rushing in his career.
We saw him during his freshman year against Laurel Highlands as Quentin Good fires the 3 in and out. Tyquay Hayes, the offensive rebound there for Aliquippa. Back to Donovan Walker, high on the left. Playing catch there with Hayes. Walker has it again. He's fronted by Bakari Wallace. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Quentin Good and Walker now playing catch. Walker just holding right now. Quips down 2 and no hurry, Tony, on this possession.
As we said, just having a tough time with this zone defense. Normally, Uniontown plays man-to-man consistently throughout the game, but good call by Coach Kazmarski to make this move to start the second half.
They might take this all the way down to 15 seconds left in the third. Still showing no forward motion. Hayes holding on the far wing, 10 seconds left in the third. Near side, Quentin Good again, watched by Grooms. Good says it's go time, off to Walker, deep three, Good, wow. That hurts if you're Uniontown. Walker, it took about a minute off the clock, and Walker drains an NBA range three from the far wing to give Aliquippa a 41-40 lead. After three, we're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at Seattle Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles yearly with 6,500 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Let's face it, sometimes local is just better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. What about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Blejo is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown area Allstate agent Russ Blejo so Russ can help you with protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate, are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
And Tony, as we come back, we got a technical foul issued on Donovan Walker. Maybe a little excessive celebration after that made three to end the third quarter. Notorious Grooms went to the free throw line but missed both free throws for Uniontown.
Yeah, Uniontown 9 for 18 from the line here, Brian. Missed all three of their foul shots in that third quarter. And that could loom large here, as we said. Tight game like this. Neither team shooting well from the foul line.
Now, will they go to the arrow here, Tony, or will it be Uniontown's basketball? Aliquippa would have gotten it off the arrow because Uniontown got it last time out. But you had the technical with no time left on the clock, so that should give Uniontown possession.
Correct.
That's something you don't see very often.
No, you don't. Well, he made that shot with no time left on the clock
Correct.
At all, so.
And got the technical basically for celebration.
Right.
Must have made a gesture or said something out there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that here today.
So Uniontown working right to left. Now down one. Calvin Winfrey coming inside. A miss. Catering trying to follow slam, but couldn't get that one to go.
Nearly had his second slam of the day.
Sent one in. That looked very similar early on in the third quarter. So the Quips with it back on the other side, and they're trying to slow the tempo of this game down. They're up one at 41-40.
Well, you know what? They come in only averaging 53 points a game.
Steal, though, from McLee on the pass that was intended for Tyquay Hayes. Braxton back up the court. He's called for the walk.
Just shuffled his feet before he got set. As we said, sat out most of that third quarter with 3 fouls. Now Uniontown only trailing by 1. A lot of time left in this game, the whole fourth quarter.
Been back and forth the whole way. Here's Quentin Good up top, off to Donovan Walker. But back in the corner, Tyquay Hayes. Williams posting up. Back to Walker again. Now they're going to bring out Williams to set the screen. Walker works to his right, well defended by Uniontown. Off to Quentin Good. Now Walker again with Lindsay setting the screen. But not a lot of motion on this Aliquippa offense right now.
Not at all.
Here's Good coming.
Oh, might have got away with a carry.
Not called, off to Lindsay. Uphold in his face. Grooms comes over on the double team. They got deflected off of Grooms into the backcourt. Should stay Aliquippa basketball.
Yeah, it wasn't a kick. He just threw it off Grooms' thigh.
Correct.
And the ball went out of bounds. But as we said, Aliquippa just struggling right now. I mean, they made that three at the end to go up at the end of the third quarter, but really not a whole lot of movement, not a whole lot of action in that third quarter for them. They only scored 11 points.
Williams was wide open at the foul line and decided to pull it out. Now Good on it, driving his triple team, got blocked by Braxton. Again, we'll stay with Aliquippa in the Uniontown zone. So we've played 1:33 into this fourth quarter, and Aliquippa and Uniontown looking for their first points of the fourth. Walker will send in the corner to Tyquay Hayes, fronted there by Winfrey, high on the left again to Quentin Good. Goes back in Hayes' direction. He'll fire the three. It rattles out.
Whoa.
Loose underneath. We're going to foul called off the rebound. He called on the floor here on Kadrian McLeod.
No, I don't know. I think they might call this on Lindsey. Wow. Whoa.
That was the call.
Wow. I thought that Lindsey basically undercut him as he went up for that rebound. But they called that the other way.
Yeah, I could tell by the reaction which way it was going to go there, Tom.
Yikes.
Here's Good again up top. Williams setting the screen. Good between defenders. Floats it up. Shot attempt no good. Bodies crashing everywhere. And Walker pulls down another rebound there for Aliquippa, but turns it over. Try to come inside. Looking there for Lindsey. Got intercepted by Braxton. Down to McLeod. Kicking it out to Winfrey, who's called for another travel from the far corner. Wow.
Yeah, just shuffled his feet before he made the move. Thought about the three and then decided to drive baseline, but just shuffled. So another turnover right now by Uniontown.
Whips get it back with a 1-point lead, up 41-40. Certainly has the feel of a playoff game, Tony. The Aliquippa 2A program, they played in a 3A state title game a year ago, moved down to 2A in the offseason. Williams, the seam, comes inside, had it blocked away, no foul call there. Deflected into the hands of Winfrey. Winfrey floating it back, off the glass, no good. And in traffic, Lindsey, another rebound there for Aliquippa, fighting off Uphold.
Yeah, Lindsey. You can see just extremely athletic, can jump out of the building.
5:25 left in regulation, still without a point on either side here in the fourth. Aliquippa leads by 1. Good, floating it back, Walker. Walker on the far side takes a long two from the far corner, in and out. Uphold another rebound there for Uniontown. Lid on the basket right now, Tim.
Yeah, for both teams.
Winfrey bouncing it off to Braxton, pulling it out to Notorious Grooms. Grooms high on the right.
Yeah, Grooms has been quiet today. Only 3 points and made 3 in that first quarter.
Braxton trying to spin in. Braxton taking one too many steps. Aliquippa will get it back, and Tony, Uniontown came in one of the highest scoring teams in the WPIAL, and credit Aliquippa holding the Red Raiders to only 40 so far in this one.
Well, they were only allowing 44 on the year, and guess what? Right now playing great defense, too, against this Red Raider team.
Hayes down to Lindsey. Will touch off to Williams, leaning and scoring out in front. First 2 of the fourth quarter for Jace Williams. Whips lead by 3 at 43-40. But the Red Raiders can use a 3 on this possession. McGrooms is going to drive in. Another miss. Loose out in front. Walker the rebound with numbers. Bounce forward. Quentin Good floated it up. Couldn't get the shot to drop. Foul caught on the floor off the rebound.
I think they're going to call this on Tanner Uphold. And Good was wide open. Beautiful pass. But he just couldn't control the ball. Just lost it out of his hands. And
Uniontown's going to take a timeout. Good timeout here. 4:17 left in regulation. 43-40 Aliquippa. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
As we come back, Aliquippa trying to inbound. Timeout taken by Nick Lakovich, the Aliquippa head coach. So we'll step aside for another quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Clips will try to reload here again with Donovan Walker sending this time to Tyquay Hayes, edge of the zone. Quentin Good We have 4:11 left here in regulation, Tony. Still 43-40, Aliquippa leading Uniontown. Nice. And Red Raiders brought a 14-game winning streak into this one as this ball got deflected into the crowd.
Yeah, they've been hot. Only lost their second game of the year against Norwin, but really just plowed through opponents so far. But right now struggling against this very good Aliquippa team. Bakari Wallace going to check back in, give Tanner Uphold a breather.
Of course, the Red Raiders won their opening game of the season against Steel Valley. They did not have Makai Valentine for that game. He had 63 the other night in a win against Brentwood, third highest total ever for a WPIAL basketball game.
Yeah, I think somebody else had 50-something too, didn't I? I can't remember who. Somebody for in the WPIAL on Friday night.
Here's Good on the near side, 3:45 to play. Aliquippa still leading by 3. Again, we've had only 2 total points scored here in the fourth quarter. They came from the Quips. Here's Williams, out far side Walker. They're bringing the Red Raiders out. They're in no hurry to shoot right now. Let's try to take the air out of the ball. Here's Walker, trying to bounce pass down to Lindsay. Fought off Winfrey and got the 2 to go. Cameron Lindsay now with 12. The Aliquippa lead at 5 with 3:17 to play.
Sheer strength right there. I actually thought he got fouled too. Groom's going to turn it over. Jump ball.
Maybe timeout granted. Timeout taken here by Uniontown.
I don't think they gave it to him. Did they?
Yes, they did.
Wow.
With 3:10 to play, 45-40 Quips. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva and Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva and Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva and Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Here's Jameer Braxton up top for the Red Raiders. As we come back, nice little handoff to Kadrian McLee, who's there with the finish on the far block. And Tony, those are the first 2 points for Uniontown here in the fourth quarter. Pull the Red Raiders back to within 3, down 45-42 with 2:49 left in regulation.
Yeah, and even though they've had trouble scoring here, Brian, they're not out of this game by any means.
Quentin Good up top, dancing everywhere. Quentin Good now at the seam, drives, floats it up, no good. Offensive rebound. Lindsay got blocked but fouled by McLee.
I don't know if they're going to call it on McLee or if they're going to call it on Braxton on the backside. They're going to call it on Braxton.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be his 4th. Yeah, it looked like McLee was pretty straight up and down, but it looks like Braxton tried to swat it out from behind and smack Lindsay in the head, so he's going to pick up his 4th foul, and that's big right now.
Good call there, Tone.
Yeah, 2:36 to go.
Lead at 3. Lindsay first of 2 free throws, good. 46-42 Aliquippa. 2:36 left here in the fourth.
Aliquippa 3 for 9 in the first half. They've made all 3 free throws here in the second half so far.
Now Lindsay for a second of 2. Up on the way and no good. McLee, a big rebound there for Uniontown. Red Raiders down 4 the basketball. They'll go quickly down to Bakari Wallace. Wallace on the far block now. Will pull it back out to Calvin Winfrey high on the right. Calvin directing traffic with Quentin Good coming out and defending. 2:20 to play. Calvin off to his right. Switches back with Grooms, who fires the 3. Too strong. Underneath Lindsay, the rebound there for Aliquippa, and they'll look to slow things down again. Good up and across here on the near side. The next Uniontown foul, the Quips will enter a 1-and-1. Wallace all over Walker right now, and Walker high on the left. With Wallace in his face, they'll bring Grooms over on the double team, and Notorious forces the turnover. Torrey driving back off to Kadrian McLee, who lays it up and in. Big turnover forced there by Notorious Grooms.
Yeah, and a great double. And I got to give Bakari Wallace credit too, man. Really played good defense against Walker on that possession.
Lindsay down low, resets at the foul line. Williams, Aliquippa the basketball in a 2-point lead. 1:32 to play. Between the circles again, Quentin Good off on the near wing. Tyquay Hayes Fronted there by Grooms. Hayes bounces it back to Walker, edge of the zone. And now Lindsay again. And with the way the Quips have shot free throws, Tone, might not be a bad move to foul right now. And you have Goodnow up top. Good defense there from Winfrey. 1:12 to play. And now Winfrey finally fouling Good. Good 1 for 2 at the foul line tonight. And it'll be a 1-and-1 with the Red Raiders down 2.
Now the thing about that is it's Winfrey's 4th foul. At least that's what I have.
I do as well.
So if that's the case, he's got to be extremely careful. That's going to send Good to the line. Good 1 for 2 today.
Front end of the 1-and-1 on the way in Good. He has 7. 47-44 remaining, a 1-possession game for now.
The tale of 2 halves. 3 for 9. 4 for 4.
Good making the second, getting a friendly roll there. 8 for Quentin Good, the lead at 4. Go time for the Red Raiders, 1:10 to play. Grooms back across on the near side. Notorious sending it out to Jameer Braxton. Braxton trying to come between defenders and had it taken away by Williams. Williams racing back, missed on a bunny out in front. He had 4 Quips around the basketball, got deflected out, and rolled out for Bakari Wallace and out. Wow.
Yeah, unusual. Nobody hustled back for Uniontown on that possession.
Could have got a rebound.
I mean, you could have passed it to all 3 guys and still had a shot.
And amazingly, he basically got a 4-on-none, and Aliquippa still came up empty, but they still have the basketball. Here's Good again up top. Poked there by Grooms. Touch from McLee. Back to Grooms, who lays it up and in. Lead down to 2. Timeout Uniontown. 48-46. 44 seconds left. We're back at 60 on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., what's new for 2023 at Autoland Hyundai?
Hyundai is starting out 2023 with a great incentive. Both the new 2023 Hyundai Sonata or Santa Fe Limited have available $1,250 HMF bonus cash.
Any other special offers?
Hyundai is thinking of every mile when it comes to their customers. So when it comes to great gas mileage, come in and check out the new 2023 Hyundai Elantra SE. It can be yours for a lease payment of only $219 per month for 36 months. Just see us for finance details.
Is Hyundai still offering 3-year free complimentary maintenance in 2023?
Like I said, Hyundai is thinking of every mile. That's why they continue to offer 3-year, 36,000-mile complimentary maintenance on every new Hyundai. Plus, Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage.
Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown. See them online at AutolandHyundai.com or call 724-437-9999.
Remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Here we go. Aliquippa 48, Uniontown 46. Buckle up for the final 44 seconds. It's Aliquippa basketball.
Well, need a turnover here.
Got one on the last possession.
Well, they've doubled up nice a couple times on the last couple possessions by Aliquippa to force some turnovers.
Walker bounces it in. Quentin Good draws a double team. Ball tipped. Walker on the regain, bringing it up and across to Williams.
Foul him.
They did. I think it was Braxton that committed the foul. That might be it for him.
And it is going to be it for him. So Braxton's going to foul out with 38 seconds in this 4th quarter.
Hey, Williams, who's 0 for 2, though, headed to the foul line.
Braxton finishes with 9. And you're right, Williams 0 for 2 from the foul line. He's got 6 points today. Tanner Uphold's going to check in for Braxton.
Uniontown fans are calling for Levi Garner. Here's Williams shooting a 1-and-1. It's up on the way and good. Kind of rattled that one home. So Williams with 9, lead back up to 3.
Aliquippa 6 for 7 in this second half after going 3 for 9 in the first.
Second of 2, no good. Kadre McLee, the rebound there for the Red Raiders. Touched off and across to Notorious Grooms. Switch back, Calvin Winfrey. 3 ties it. Grooms has it right now. 29 seconds to play. He'll take the 3 up top. It's an air ball. Might have been deflected. And a quick foul called off the rebound.
Wow. They called that on McLee. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. They were just kind of scrapping and fighting for that rebound. But Lindsay is going to go to the line for Aliquippa.
You think that 3 was partially blocked there, Joe?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it looked like, I think it was Good, and I think Good got a piece of it.
Be the last of the 1-and-1s here on the Aliquippa side for Lindsay.
Lindsay 5 for 8 from the line.
Front end of the 1-and-1 here, good. It's a big make to make it a 2-possession game at 50-46.
Now it's still a little bit of time.
25.9 left. Lindsay is second of 2 on the way and good again. Lead at 5, so the Quips making free throws when it counts. Winfrey back across, 23 seconds left, and Winfrey just lost the handle. Went right into the hands of Lindsay. Off and across to Walker, gets fouled there by McLeod.
Yeah, really didn't have any choice. You got to slow the game down, stop the clock.
McLeod is fouled out. Now they'll bring Levi Garner in. And hopefully Uniontown, Tony, can use this as a learning experience come playoff time. This game's certainly a playoff-type atmosphere.
Well, you know, we've said it before, Brian. You win 14, 15, 27 games in a row. You're closer to losing than you are to winning.
Correct. Rather come now than an early round WPIAL playoff game.
I agree with you 100%.
As Walker rattles home a free throw. 52-46. Quips lead at 6. Second of 2 on the way and no good. Ball deflected here on the near side, still loose, and Garner finally able to snatch it up there for the Red Raiders. Off to Grooms. Notorious is taking it right to the rack. He'll put it up and in. Timeout Uniontown. 8.8 left, 52-48. Aliquippa by 4. Back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood. Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Back here at the Pittsburgh Basketball Classic at Montour, it's been a close one, but Aliquippa a 4-point lead here over Uniontown late, and the Quips will have the basketball here, Tony.
Yeah, and a tale of two halves here, Brian. As we said, Aliquippa 3 for 9 in that first half foul shooting, 9 for 12 in the second half, but they made 4 front ends of 1-and-1s. So that's really been the difference in this game. I mean, and to be honest with you, if they made the foul shots in the first half, which could be really different.
Donovan Walker sends it in quickly to Cameron Lindsay, who gets fouled with 7.6 left.
Now Winfrey's going to foul out too, so with 7 seconds to go, he's going to take a seat.
You've had McLeod foul out after scoring 16. Braxton with 9, and Winfrey now with 6. The fouls have mounted up in this one.
Well, you got to stop the clock whenever you're down, but it's going to send Lindsay back to the line.
Be 2 shots. First of 2 on the way and good. And Aliquippa, Tony, has committed only 2 fouls here in the second half.
Looks like Lindsay now 8 for 11 from the foul line.
Second of 2 to get the lead back to 6. Good for Cameron Lindsay. Red Raiders send it into Grooms. 5 seconds left. Grooms pulls it out, upholds. 3 was blocked there by Marcus Council. Grooms gets it back, fires a 3 that comes up short, and that'll do it. Your final score, Aliquippa 54, Uniontown 48. Back to tell you all about it on our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next year on WBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
I'm worried about this winter weather. How are we going to get to the grocery store for the next few months? I'm not too comfortable driving in the snow anymore, and with your disability, you definitely can't drive.
You know, the last time I went to the doctor's office, they're talking about FACT.
FACT?
Yeah, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. FACT will come to the house and pick us up. They have fixed routes to places like Pittsburgh and Uniontown, even Nemacolin and Woodlands. FACT also has a shared ride program that schedules you to go to places like the doctor's office or the grocery store.
Well, you know, the grandkids will be at our house when school's canceled.
FACT lets anyone ride the fixed route bus, and children under 12 accompanied by an adult ride for free, as do us seniors age 65 and up.
Wow, fact, might be the right answer for us this winter. Do you have their number?
Yes, it's 724-628-RIDE or factbus.com.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Going on now at Arthur Chevrolet.
Get a new 2023 Chevy Equinox for only $99 per month. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months and 10,000 miles yearly with $6,500 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or Conquest. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and for payment. Sale ends January 31st, 2023. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Quality care doesn't have to be hard to find. NovaCare Rehabilitation has locations in Uniontown and Masontown and is accessible for all of your recovery needs. Same-day appointments and no referral needed means making an appointment is an easy process. Industry-leading treatments, including LBST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks, are available at both locations. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. Don't miss the opportunity to personalize your care with NovaCare.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all of our local teams this year. He would also like to recognize all of the talented student athletes who showcase their efforts either on the field or on the sidelines as members of the cheerleading squad or band during game time and halftime performances. Again, this message brought to you by Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, wishing everyone the best of luck this year. This message has been paid for by HBJ Radio. Movement Physiotherapy is here to serve you. Now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, Movement Physiotherapy treats back issues, knee and ankle pain, shoulder, hip, neck, and balance issues, and provides post-surgical rehab. Using aquatic therapy, manual therapy, therapeutic exercise, soft tissue massage, electrical stimulation, running analysis, and balance programs, Tyler Gasek and his team are ready to improve your health with physical therapy. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar, located at 7829 National Pike in Uniontown. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. They also offer tooth whitening, clear braces, and same-day crowns. Call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Back here at the Pittsburgh Basketball Classic at Montour High School, the Aliquippa Quips improving 11-5 overall with a win over Uniontown. The loss snapping Uniontown's 14-game winning streak. Our Raiders dropped to 15-2 overall. Our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Tony, has your final stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, for the victorious Aliquippa Quips, who improved to 11-5 overall, they were led today by Cameron Lindsay, who had 17 points. It was 9 of 12 from the foul line, Brian, and really a lot of those shots critical in that fourth quarter where he was 6 for 7 from the foul line. So nice job by Cam Lindsay. He was followed by Donovan Walker, who had 12 points 9 of those coming on made threes. 9 points from Jace Williams, 8 points from Quentin Good, 4 points from DeMar Freeman, and 4 from Marcus Council. They scored 10 in the first, 20 in the second, 11 in the third, and 13 in the fourth for their total of 54. 4 made threes, 3 by Walker and 1 by Quentin Good. They were 14 for 23 from the foul line, but as we mentioned, a tale of two halves. 3 of 9 in that first half, but 11 of 14 in the second half, and 4 of those were the front ends of 1 and 1. So really just a big difference from the foul line, and the Quip's able to pull out a 6-point victory. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, they were led by Kadri McLee, who had 16 points. He was followed by Jameer Braxton, who had 9. 9 points by Bakari Wallace off the bench. 7 points by Notorious Grooms. 6 by Calvin Winfrey, and a made free throw by Tanner Uphold. 17 in the first, 11 in the second, 12 in the third. Only 8 points in that fourth quarter for the Red Raiders. The Red Raiders with 3 made threes, 1 by Braxton, 1 by Notorious Grooms, and 1 by Calvin Winfrey. And the Red Raiders were 9 for 18 from the foul line, but oddly enough, Brian, as we said during the break, only had 3 foul shots in that second half total, and 2 of those were on that foul, on that technical foul that they called on Donovan Walker at the end of the third quarter. So the Red Raiders, as you said, Aliquippa only had 2 personal fouls in that second half. So really just a tale of 2 different halves, and the Red Raiders go down by 6, but really a good game, and they played well against a very good Aliquippa team.
Well, that'll do it on the video side. Again, Aliquippa, a 54-48 win over Uniontown. Our players of the game, by the way, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicides. Kadrian McLee for Uniontown, 16 points. Cameron Lindsay for Aliquippa with 17 points. Red Raiders returns action on Tuesday, taking on Bell Vernon. We'll have the game on our Facebook Live video feed, also both on WMBS and Facebook on Tuesday. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin. It'll be senior night for the Mustangs. We're back with one final segment on the radio right after this. Again, your final score, 54-48, Aliquippa over Uniontown.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit